Northeast Thailand, or Issan, from the Pali Isana, consists of 20 provinces in the northeast region of Thailand. Issan is Thailand's largest region, located on the Karat Plateau, bordered by the Mekong River along the Lao-Thailand border to the north and east, by Cambodia to the southeast. To the west, it is separated from northern central Thailand by the Phetchabun Mountains. Issan covers 167,718 square kilometers, or 64,756 square miles, making it about half the size of Germany, or roughly the size of England and Wales. The total forest area is 25,203 kilometers squared, or 9,731 square miles, or 15% of the Issan region. The Lao Issan people are aware of their Lao ethnic origin, but Issan has been incorporated as a territory into modern Thai state through over 100 years of administrative and bureaucratic reform, educational policy, and government media. Despite this, Issan retains its own distinct culture, music, food, and way of life. Since the election of Thaksin Shinawatra as Prime Minister in the 2001 Thai general election, the Lao Issan identity has re-emerged, and the Lao Issan are now the main ethno-linguistic group involved in the pro-Thaksin Red Shirt movement of the United Front for Democracy Against Dictatorship. The core of Thai folklore is rooted in folk religion. Until they were recorded, folk beliefs were handed down from one generation to the next. Village shaman, also known as pram, a word that has its origin in Brahmin, from the general and vague historical Vedic background. The pram conducts exorcisms and performs marriages, amongst other ceremonies. An important figure in Thai folklore and religion is the Mo Pi, a shaman who conducts rituals to invoke spirits of the dead. 4 sticks are planted at equal distance from each other on the ground near the burial or cremation place. A thread is tied around the sticks, forming a protective square, and a mat is spread in the middle, where the Mo Pi sits down. In front of him, outside of the square, is a Mo Cow terracotta jar with a yantra painted on the outside, containing the ashes or bones of the dead person. Beside the jar, there is also a plate of rice as an offering, and a stick or switch to keep the spirits at bay. Yan can be found not just in Issan, but all over Thailand. In order to be protected against bad luck, charms and amulets for bringing luck or protection are popular in Thailand. Some of these are tied around the body or worn as a necklace, while others come in the form of yan, tattooing. The yan endows the wearer with a supernatural protection for love, health, and wealth. In order to bring luck and provide protection, yan are also drawn on the receptions of municipal companies, the entrances of supermarkets, and the interiors of taxis, trucks, and airplanes. In shops and houses, often next to a shelf with a Buddha statue, charms for attracting customers are hung. These include printed pieces of cloth of fish-shaped figures, as well as streamers or framed pictures of crocodile or of Suvanamacha, the mermaid character of the Siamese version of the Ramayana. Some of these charms have their origin in the culture of the Thai Chinese. They have been adopted by the Thai people, often with changes. Issan is the main rice-producing region of Thailand. However, most of its people are very poor. Many follow the goddess Neng Kawak. She is deemed to bring good fortune, prosperity, and attract customers to business, and is often worshipped by merchants. Neng Kawak is an incarnation of Mae Phosop, the Thai rice goddess. She is a version of the Hindu goddess Lakshmi. She is represented as a beautiful woman wearing a red dress, fashioned in the Thai style. She also wears a golden crown on her head and is in the sitting or kneeling position. Her right hand is raised in the Thai way of beckoning a customer, with the palm of the hand curved and pointed downward. Her left hand is resting on her side and holds a bag full of gold near her lap. Neng Kawak is a benevolent spirit. She is deemed to bring luck, especially in the form of money to the household. She is the patron deity of all merchants and salesmen and can be seen in almost every business establishment in Thailand. A spirit house is a shrine to the protective spirit of a place that is found in the Southeast Asian countries of Burma, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, and the Philippines. The spirit house is normally in the form of a small roof structure and is mounted on a pillar or dais. They can range in size from small platforms to houses large enough for people to enter. Spirit houses are intended to provide a shelter for spirits that could cause problems for people if not appeased. The shrines often include images or carved statues of people and animals. Votive offerings are left at the house to propinate the spirits. More elaborate installations include an altar for this purpose. Thailand has a long-standing tradition of leaving offerings of food and drink at the spirit house. Rice, bananas, coconuts, and desserts are common offerings. Most ubiquitous is the red strawberry-flavored Fanta. The idea seems to be that a friendly spirit will congregate to enjoy free food and drink, and their presence will serve to keep away more malign spirits. The popularity of red Fanta offerings has existed for decades. Opinions vary as to why Fanta. Most point to the significance of the color red, reminiscent of animal sacrifice, or perhaps related to the practice of anchoring red incense sticks in a glass of water, which promptly tints the water red. Sweetness is explained by the observation that sweet spirits naturally have a sweet tooth. The Pi Fa ritual is a practice preferably celebrated for a person who recovers from a convalescence from a serious disease. The shaman is the medium that is able to contact Pi Fa and invite her to take part in the ceremony. The shaman selects a suitable date and location for the ceremony, instructs participants during the preparation of the ritual, controls the correct decoration of the sacrificial altar, and conducts the ceremony. Music, chanting, and dancing are indispensable elements of the Pi Fa ritual. The Cayenne, a bamboo mouth organ, is the primary musical instrument of the ritual. It creates a sacred atmosphere, accompanying ritual prayers and devotions, and encourages dancing around the sacrificial altar. The Cayenne is accompanied by the ping, a guitar-like stringed instrument, a drum, and ching, small bells and cymbals. The chanting is very similar to Mor Lam, the traditional music of Laos and northeast Thailand. During the Pi Fa ritual, participants dance around a decorated sacrificial altar. The dance lasts the full night and creates a trance condition for many of the participants. They believe Pi Fa will participate in the ceremony and they expect healing and protection from unfavorable fortune. The steps of the ritual are related to the songs chanted by the shaman and are always accompanied by the Cayenne. This is because the Cayenne is believed to be an important means to communicate with the gods and spirits. The steps of the ritual as follows: inviting the gods or spirits, explaining the reason for the invitation, praying for assistance, praying for protection, consoling the patient, recalling the spirit that has fled the patient, inviting Pi Fa to accept the offering, the Basi ritual, fortune telling, and then taking leave of Pi Fa. This concludes our quick look at some of the folklore in Thai culture. We sincerely hope you enjoyed it. If you ever find yourself in the Kingdom of Thailand, please consider looking into this aspect of Thai belief. If you found this video entertaining or informative, please give us a like and subscribe. Also, if you would like to help support us, please find the link to our Patreon page below. We have provided affiliate links in the description for hotel, travel, and car rentals. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you would like us to cover any places or topics related to Thailand or Southeast Asia, just ask and we will try to accommodate you as quickly as possible. Until next time, thanks for watching.